So I think we have a quorum, and Mary will be joining us later. So I guess if there's no one has anything else, I can start with the moving on to the agenda. I forgot to send them around, but minutes were available for not last month, but the month before. I'm not sure if want to pass over those until people have a chance to look at them. I think Libba looked at them. I'm not sure if anyone else did.
Nope.
Okay, let's just pass over them. So right to the ongoing projects. Warnbrook Conservation Area Trails. Scott is not on at the moment, so why don't we save that in case he joins us. Robertson Family Trail Bridge, next steps. I let the CPC know last night at the CPC meeting that, about the issue with the bids being about $40,000 over our budget, and said that Concom would be talking about next steps. Whether we want to go back to CPC for more funds or redesign the thing or just let it sit. So stay tuned on that. I have asked town manager Dennis if we could just put out a bid for just construction of the footings, and I don't have an answer back yet. Robertson Family CR boardwalks, a lot of progress there. The two wetland boardwalks are basically finished, so maybe they need some steps or maybe some blocks to provide a stepping location. Sorry. Sorry about that. And then the bridge, Linderman Stream Bridge, we've got most of the materials down at the bridge. So, and I think some of you may have been there. Toby Teller wanted to relocate the location a little bit, and I think that's fine. I looked at the plan, the easement plan, and it actually kind of shifts off in that direction anyway. So just a matter of getting some time together to go finish that bridge, and then once that's done, I think we can probably do a trail map that would at least lead people to the overlook. And I haven't been doing a trail map for Robertson's just because we haven't really had a trail. We're almost there. And the other thing we probably need to do is put up some trail markers. And Marcella, do we have some markers?
Yeah, we should. And I'm also thinking about, the other kiosk. It's a little further down Warren Street there. We did at one time cut a trail from there, which has grown in. Do you want to put that on a calendar to clear that trail spring, and then if you do develop a map, just make sure
put it there too. Yeah, that's a good idea. That shouldn't take too much effort to do.
Yeah, and the trail marker medallions, I believe they're at Heritage Park, so I'll go see what the inventory of those is.
Okay.
And maybe I can just rally somebody to come with me to count them in.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, yeah, we have a history, so good.
So thank you. Yeah, be nice to have that available. That even if it's just a walking in and out, that overlook is a nice spot to end up at. So,
if nothing else, if we just kind of put a bench there or something, just to people, or a picnic table, it would be a destination of sorts. So.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Mary. Mary's joined us. Okay. So next is Whitney East Boardwalks. I don't know if anything's no update there. Pleasant Woods, West Upton Visioning. there was a visioning meeting. Maybe I already mentioned this, and the Conservation Commission position that we'd like it to stay a conservation area was mentioned, but there's some new news. The Affordable Housing Trust has asked to talk to the Conservation Commission about possibly using part of the property, possibly Mary and I were talking earlier today, possibly off of Warren Street, some land off of Warren Street for affordable housing, and I think they want to talk to us if that's possible, and if what kind of a land swap might be possible. There's also some a little wrinkle in that uh, on Warren Street there was already a land swap that occurred after the parcel was put under the control of the commission. And it allowed, the original parcel had no frontage on Warren Street. Now it does. And there was a swap that allowed someone to build a house lot and gave the town a frontage on Warren. So I'm not sure what that does to, Article 91 protection or Article 97 protection. But
How many units are they looking to expand by?
I don't know if Mary has any information. I think they're going to talk to us next Wednesday. Talk to the commission next Wednesday. Mary, do they?
They, I think they're just hoping to get 5 acres off that parcel or less, and then swap it with other town land. But I don't know. The other town land is that as a parcel off of Westboro Road for equal acreage.
Yeah, if it's got 97 Article 97 protection, it's quite a process to go through.
Right.
If it doesn't, it would be a lot simpler. The other thing I've mentioned this to Catherine Robertson at one point, that another parcel that could be considered in a swap. There's a parcel of town-owned land off of North Street. It's basically if you're looking up at Five Forks Farm pasture, the top of the hill is town-owned land that is not protected. It was a tax taking years and years ago. So it's not part of the Whitney Conservation Area. It's not part of Warren Brook. It's basically the high point in town, or there might be another point or two that's slightly higher, but essentially the highest point in town is that hill, and that hill is town owned but not protected. So that's another possibility for a swap. I would think, just to secure that. It's landlocked, but someone could conceivably access it from the Grafton side someday. Anyway.
The land swap that they're talking about regarding the Westboro Road parcel, what exactly is the proposal there? Maren?
This was, it's just kind of an idea. Mike Antonellis was showing this to me. So they're suggesting taking just of the Pleasant Woods, just a little bit off of Warren Street, not and nowhere near the vernal pools and stuff like that. Just a little bit next to the road. Obviously, that kind of juts in. You'd have to, go in and then use the wider portion to put in maybe some townhomes or something. And then the positive part about that is we could ask them to put parking in for the conservation area, and then they were going to try to take an equal acreage. And they were looking at a lot on Westboro Road that's town owned, but potentially I'm sure they'd be open to other ones, just to kind of swap that out so that there would be a similar amount of conservation land in town. So I think Kathy's going to bring that before the Conservation Commission on Wednesday. I think that's confirmed now. So she's on the agenda for 7:30.
You know where on Westboro Road that land is?
That just beyond Ridge Road, if you're going toward Westboro?
Yeah, I think it's up
Oh,
there. Is that right, Mike?
okay.
That's correct. Yeah, it's a ways
Yeah.
past it. It's on the left-hand side if you're going towards Westboro, and there's a
Okay.
turnout place where you can park, and actually there's some trails there, and it abuts Upton State Forest.
Uh-huh.
But could we get whatever number of acres we get, could we specify so that we can get a corridor through there to get to the state forest or to other places that are significant? I mean, yeah, 5 acres of place is nice, but if you
Mhm.
that there's nothing really special about that area. There are some stone walls and a good bit of wetland too, but you know, whatever I don't know if they're talking about frontage or what, but the frontage is kind of uninteresting. So
It doesn't have to be a one-to-one swap either. I mean, it's
mm,
you know, if it is Article 97, um, you know, it's the value, the open space value of the property comes into play. So it could, I mean, if they wanted 5 acres at Pleasant Woods, we could probably ask for all 10 acres at
yeah, okay.
Westboro, you know,
That would
at least, and then it has to go, if it's the 97, Article 97 process, it has to go to state, EEA, and it has to go to town meeting. You know, it's a big
Wow.
process, and we've never, gone through it before.
why
And
aren't they proposing putting it on Westboro Road?
that's a good
There's,
question.
I think there's, yeah, it is a good question. There's definitely wetlands on Westboro Road, which I don't know. There may be some upland there too, but it makes it trickier, I think. And maybe they're looking for something closer to the town center, but yeah, that's definitely a good question for them.
That might be less tricky than Article 97.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's right.
We probably will need to get like a town council opinion on Article 97, because that land swap has me a little curious as to what if anything it did, because the original parcel that was given to the commission no longer exists. It's been modified. So I'll um I'll send you some markups showing that land swap. It was maybe 10 years or so after the town meeting where the land was given to the commission, or put under commission control.
And who authorized the land swap?
Select board. And I think the commission was in favor of it, because
Oh,
it gave them access. They were landlocked on Warren Street, and so it gave them access to Warren. But
well, we'll see what they propose at the next Concom meeting. I'm curious to know where exactly they're thinking about.
mhm,
Mm.
yeah, okay. Pleasant Woods vernal pools, I guess, that's in process. Haworth Glen Boardwalk Rehab with Bob Hatch. I haven't talked to Bob. Um, I just briefly let him know that the funds are available, but we haven't scheduled a time to go back out there. He wanted to take another look at the site. Um, and I haven't, I haven't run into Mr. Howarth yet. I know someday I may just go knock on his door and see if we can get access through his back land, and what that looks like now that he's been doing that. He's been doing a forestry project there. Maybe there's a nice trail already there for us.
It looks like they've been using that access route to gain access to the woods, so that should be pretty well traveled at this point.
Mhm. Yep, it was a pretty substantial cut that's been going on there. Um, District 9 Conservation or Stewardship Plan. No progress there. That's on me. Rockwood Meadows kiosk display. I took a look at it the other day. I put snow stakes up at the parking lot, and Greg is on board to plow again. But basically, there's no text left on that display. It's faded out almost completely from exposure. So I would like to use the same company that SVT used to try to print a new kiosk display for that. I don't think it would probably cost more than about $200. So probably something along those lines. I've been holding back because we that probably should update the Peppercorn Trail map. But there's been some changes there. And right now, it's a long story, but right now I don't have GIS access yet. And at the moment, so I have to get my GIS back and operating before I can mess with that trail map. But it should be a priority. That's kind of embarrassing that you go there and the kiosk, the display's like essentially blank.
Mhm.
I don't know if maybe we should just print one up temporarily, just of the old one, just to spend $20 and I don't know what you guys think, because it'll probably take a few months to get a new one.
Or we could even print it on the plotter at work. There's a full, large scale plotter there.
Oh, feel free. I'll send you the file.
Yeah, it's not, that would be easy enough to do.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
It's,
Don't use that plotter for hardly anything else. May as well use it.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. It should last a few months anyway.
Yeah.
But okay. So that's Mary. If I don't send that to you, like I'm gonna try to send it like tonight. If I don't do that, bug me, and I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Swilliam Farm sign replacement. I think we're ready to go. I just I haven't I don't know who should sign the contract. I've got a contract from the company ready to be signed. I mean, I can sign it. Chris can sign it. And then we can get the thing printed and shipped to us. And the last thing right now on the agenda is the Whitney Conservation Area hazard trees. I met with someone from Stumpy's. Scott was there too, early November, and there's like about 9 ash trees that need to be dealt with. I don't yet have a cost estimate from Stumpy's. I called Stumpy's today and asking, where the cost estimate is, and they were looking to see what the status of it was. We probably should get some other bids too, I think. And then I'm not sure if we talked about this already, but there's a tree on the Cotter property, and it's an oak with a double stem, and one of the stems is is dead, and it's leaning very much over our easement and our fence. So I would propose that we include that in the project. And I actually talked to Cotters already about a little bit about it already. He wouldn't mind if we took it down. So
Where's Cotter's?
it's the house next to
Okay.
on the left-hand side if you're facing into the property.
Yeah.
The old Cape, the historic Cape.
Mhm.
If you knew Tony Dick's old house.
Yes, Tony Dick. I know.
If you ever knew Tony. Yeah. Hey, that's about all I have. I don't have a draft of the annual report yet, but I'll be sending that around for people to comment on.
Thank you.
I think we had a pretty good year again. It was nice to have Owen's help, and we're probably going to be up around 200 to 300 hours of volunteer time. I'm going to keeping a schedule. spreadsheet. Next meeting, work dates. I guess could we plan to meet first Thursday in January?
Yeah. Sure.
Let's do that, and then
First, actually, that's
Is that New Year's Day?
that's New Year's Day.
really?
Maybe the next one.
Make it the 8th.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the 8th. Yes.
But I don't know who else is around. The first is kind
We can
of,
we can try. We can try for the 8th.
I have a conflict on the 8th, but that's
Okay.
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 I'm around on the 8th.
Yeah, I'm out of town on the 1st.
Well, I'll put out a request to the whole team and see if we have a quorum on the 8th. And kind of work date, let's I'd like to go to another Robertson work day if possible. We can work on the trails that Marcella mentioned, and also start work on the final stream crossing. Toby Teller wants to help with that, so we should be able to. It shouldn't take too long to finish that one since the materials are down there. Thank you to a big, huge. I didn't mention we had a huge crew a couple weeks ago. Thank you. I think almost most of us were there, plus a bunch of other people, and it was great. Got a lot done. Got those stringers carried in, all the materials carried in, boardwalk finished, and the stone wall was breached by that first boardwalk, and by someone who actually knew what they were doing. Yeah. What's her last? Cindy. What's her? I'm not sure what her last name.
Mar.
Mayor.
Cindy
Mahar.
Mayer.
I think she pronounces it Mar.
Oh, Mar.
Well, a big shout out to Cindy and her crew. And it was Larry Doucette was another one that had some training and working with stone walls. Those two. Yeah, did a nice job. It looks, after a season or so of wear, it looks like it's been there forever.
I have a community garden thing. I don't know if you know Becky Wetzel, Mary, but she lives on Mechanic Street, and she's got a ginormous compost pile that she is happy to give away. We could fill every single
Oh,
the beds with what she's got there, and we just need to find the means to transport it. So it may be getting too close to freezing, maybe just be
great.
a big frozen pile right now, but just to give you a heads up, because if we have people with a truck or trucks, there's access to it with a vehicle, and it's just ready to use. It's very much it's a wonderful gift. She just wants to give it away and get it out of there. So
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really
do you
good.
know anybody among the community gardeners has access to a truck, or and wants to get it dirty?
I know, I
Or
was just thinking about that. Well, and even a truck is sometimes it's a little high. We have a trailer. I don't know. I don't really want to volunteer. I don't think my husband would be happy about it being super dirty.
I think she said they have a front loader, so
Oh,
it
that's
could be
nice.
loaded into the truck.
Oh,
But we
great.
could also put it in buckets, but it would be like,
Yeah,
really,
I know.
it would take like 10 5-gallon buckets to top off any one of those beds, and that seems a little tedious. But
Yes.
maybe if you put word out to the gardeners to see if anybody's willing to sacrifice their truck.
Well, and then it'd be easy enough to load it out of the truck because you're just getting it down. So
Yeah,
yeah.
if somebody has a truck that that they could, like
Dump truck.
Right. A dump
Yeah.
truck.
Or if
Does the
somebody,
town, DPW, have a small dump truck?
I don't think so, but
I
I will
don't know.
just,
Our one of our the guy who we get wood from, Scott Chamberlain, I know he works at DPW. He has a little one, but I don't know. I think it might be his personal one, or I'm not sure if it's a town one or not. It's a
Greg
nice
might,
little dump truck.
Do you think maybe we could pay him to transport?
Maybe, potentially. Yeah.
yeah. And Greg is an option too. I
Mhm.
think he has, I think
It,
he has,
he's Yeah, I'm not sure how. I know he has a real big dump truck. I'm not sure what kind of access there is to her pot or compost pile.
I'd have to
You
ask her
can,
what she can handle there, but I know like a regular old, household kind of truck,
Hmm.
that anyone in town probably sees all the time. I don't know about like a great big old dump truck, though. I'll have to ask her. But they do have, like she called it, a service road that goes along the edge of, yeah, if anyone's familiar with her property, they've got this amazing garden in the back that's all fenced out to keep deer out. And there's a little pond. You can see a little bit from the road. It's really quite impressive, but they've done a lot of planting and cultivating stuff down there, and so they have an access route to get to the lower part of it, and it's quite. I think it should be pretty easy to access.
Cool. That's great. The other we mentioned Greg. He did leave me a message asking if we wanted him to do any mowing at Steffens. This winter. I haven't walked up there. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if someone wants to take a look up there and see if any of the fields could stand to be mowed. He did quite a bit of mowing last year for us, but I don't think he got all the fields last year.
Um, there's always something up there that needs
Mm,
mowing.
mm,
So,
mm,
and then we haven't mowed along the portion on the east side there.
mm,
At least along the edges where the invasives tend to encroach. If
mhm.
he could tackle that, that hasn't been done in several years, so that would be a place to put him to work. And I'll check with Bill. I think he wandered up there recently, but maybe Bill and I will take a walk and identify which fields are most in need of.
Mm.
Um, and some of the fields have grown in so much that it's probably not, the very uppermost one is
Mm,
basically there's like this corridor of vegetation that you can get through, but I don't know if it can be mowed. It would need to
mm,
would maybe some other kind of equipment can
mm.
manage it.
I kind of hate to give up on any of the fields, even that small one at the top.
Yeah. Well, we'll
But,
take pictures of it if we go up there, and if we can show you what it looks like. We can decide if we want to put the effort into it. I don't know if Greg wanders up there. He might be able to give us some thoughts on whether or not that's worth doing, or if that would cost significantly more if he's got to bring other equipment up there. Because I know he charges us just, basically just to haul the equipment to the site. So if he has to
mhm.
haul 2 pieces of equipment to do that, I'm not sure we should spend that much money, but that's just my opinion. So,
Well, could you let everybody know when you plan on going up there, if anyone else wants to take a walk? Um, I might be able to join you, not sure. But
okay. Let I don't know. It may be kind of a last minute decision too, but it would not be this weekend, but possibly next weekend or the one after. So
okay.
we can. And when did you think about, when did we think of doing a work date? Do you have a date
I
in
didn't
mind?
have a day in mind, but
Excuse me.
I can't. I'm busy on the 21st. If we're talking about a Sunday,
Saturday or Sunday,
like
I don't know what's better for most people.
I want to try Saturday the 20th.
This one I can't make, but that's
I can't
fine.
make it.
Bill would be able to probably make that one. So,
Liberty, did you say you can?
No, we won't, Peter and I won't be around on the 20th.
Okay.
and we could, I don't know.
28th.
28th.
Mm-hmm.
27th or 28th, does that matter to people?
Mm-hmm.
I could do the Saturday. I could do the 27th.
27th. Why don't we?
Yeah.
How's that for everybody?
Yeah, I think I could do that
Sure.
as well.
Okay. So Robertson's on the 27th.
If you got enough work, I can put the word out to all the volunteers.
Yeah, if we get a good crew, that would be pretty fabulous.
Yeah.
Especially-
Go ahead.
No, if we're doing it at the same property, then folks have a familiarity with it now, and they're invested in some respects by nature of their having put work into it. So that would, I think we could foreseeably get a good crew. Nice.
We got enough work for a good crew?
I think so. I can think. Well, we've got the bridge to work on. We've got the trail to reestablish that Marcelo
And
was talking about.
what is the trail reestablishing involve? Is it clippers?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
clippers and
lockers, maybe a weed whacker, but it's small trail work. I think a handsaw probably. I can't tell what kinds of things have grown in there, but I don't think it's grown too fast. So it's not like we have any big trees or anything. We've probably got saplings or maybe 2 or 3 inch diameter growth. So
And then the other thing is to build the second bridge, or the bridge.
Yeah. And then maybe carry in some blocks for steps at the 2 wetland boardwalks. And then, well, you guys we're gonna put up the trail markers unless you want to wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could wait,
yeah,
wait, and if in case that's something that a group could do.
I'll bring them along if it looks like we have time to get a couple of people on it.
Yeah.
If not, Liv and I can do it on a different occasion.
I mean, so if I'll put this notice out in a couple of weeks or whatever, but from 10 to noon, that work?
Yeah, good with me.
And that's on the 27th?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Anything else? So Marcella, even if it's short notice, let us know when you and Bill are hooking up Stephens. Give people a chance to join you if they can.
Yeah, I might be able to go.
And I'll let Greg know that there may be a mowing opportunity for him this winter. And if we don't get much snow and it freezes, it'll be great.
You could go there tomorrow.
All right. Well, thanks. I guess motion
Thank
to
you.
adjourn. Motion to
Great.
adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. Okay. All in favor.
Aye.
Good night.
Aye.
Night, everybody. Don't see you. Have a nice
Thank you.
Christmas.